Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Finally Friday. I'm Kelsey Marier, your host and producer of Morning Pulse. This is our KTTC digital studio, our digital broadcast that we bring you every weekday morning at 8:30 to share with you the top local headlines for Southeast Minnesota and Northern Iowa. I'm happy to have you here on this Friday. Always in a good mood on a Friday, but I do have 4 headlines to bring you today, and so I'm going to share those with you. I'll give you a little snippet of what the weather forecast is like for today and the weekend, and then I will let you go on with the rest of your day. Most of you are probably just getting your day started, so hopefully it's a good one so far. But we are going to start with our first news story, which is out of northern Minnesota. Kind of a new information, some new details into a story that we've been actually following for about 2 years. So we are taking you up the North Shore because almost 2 years after the iconic Lutzen Lodge burned to the ground, its owner is now behind bars, being charged with arson and insurance fraud, which is shocking. So on the morning of February 6th of 2024, you may remember flames had torn through the hotel. Thankfully, there were no guests staying at that lodge at the time, so no one was hurt. However, it was those facts and some questions about the Lutzen Lodge owner, Bryce Campbell's financial past and civil lawsuits that he was facing that led people to kind of start pointing fingers at him after this fire broke out. So now, nearly 2 years later, he is facing felony charges. Authorities are alleging that he indeed set fire to the building. He is behind bars in Michigan right now, but officials say that Campbell will be extradited to Minnesota soon. Obviously, then this case is going to continue after that. So that is the new information we have. Again, almost 2 years after the lodge had burned. We now know who is kind of potentially responsible. The person at the center of all of this being accused is the owner of the Lutzen Lodge. All right, our next story this morning, telling you about a Mayo Clinic leader who has now been tapped to lead the University of Minnesota's government and community relations. On your screen here, you see Erin Sexton. She has held multiple senior leadership roles at Mayo Clinic. Most recently, she was senior director of external relations. So she will now be serving as the U of M's chief legislative strategist and an advocate at the state, local, and federal levels. Her hiring is kind of contingent on approval from the Board of Regents, which is coming up next week. That is happening next week, I should say. If it all goes well and goes through, she would begin her new role here with the U of M in January. All right, our next story this morning, something we want to make sure that is on your radar in case you want to take part this year. Obviously, we have an exciting weekend full of us, or ahead of us here, full of giving. We're talking about our KTTC toy drive with Christmas Anonymous. It's that time of year again, and so the toy drive is it's happening tomorrow, and you can donate a whole bunch of new toys, things like games, sports equipment, shoes, skates, boots, all new kind of things for kids of all ages. We love the toy drive. We appreciate all of you. All you have to do is come by our KTTC studio, which is off Vandal Road Northwest in Rochester, anytime between 9 and 4 tomorrow. You don't even have to get out of your car. You can stay in the warmth of your vehicle while we, as you can tell in this video, we will grab the gifts for you and load them into the Christmas Anonymous truck, and they will go off to kids in need for the holidays. Every child deserves a gift for Christmas, and we again are so appreciative of everyone in our community that participates in the toy drive. So we cannot wait to see you there. You just know that you will be making a difference in kids' lives for the holiday season. So again, that is tomorrow from 9 until 4 right here at KTTC. Another thing for the holidays, lastly, our last story here, if you're looking for something to do this weekend or in the coming weekends leading up to Christmas, there's a brand new holiday thing that you can add to your calendar. Essentially, Olmsted County has announced that a drive-through light experience is taking over Chester Woods Park, and it all begins today. So it's officially known as the Employer of Olmsted Light Festival this light display, but it's sponsored and decorated by local businesses, which is super cool. They were taking their time to put it all together, and this video you're seeing is actually a little bit of the soft preview that we got last night, but it is starting today. And again, local businesses helped to put this together. A lot of time and a lot of effort, which is so appreciative. So you can check it out starting today through the weekend between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. And then that will run, the display will essentially be open for you and your spouse or your family to go and see it through Sunday, December 21st. So you have a couple of weekends here to come out and see this beautiful new inaugural light festival over at Chester Woods Park. It is free, and you are welcome to bring a free will donation or even a non-perishable food item if you feel called. So yes, we love these drive-through light displays. They're super fun, and again, you can stay in your car the whole time. You can also get out and take pictures if you'd like, but if it's too cold, you don't even have to get out. You can just take it all in from inside your nice warm car. But who doesn't love a display like this? I know me and my family, we love to go look at lights like this. And so this is a great one that's right here in our backyard. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend or in the coming weekends, go on over to Chester Woods Park and check out this new display. All right, that's all the news that I have for you today on this Friday. One thing to be aware of is today, we are probably going to see a little bit of snow, nothing crazy, but tomorrow we're also going to be seeing some snow, mainly in northern Iowa. There is a winter storm watch, I believe, starting at 6 p.m. Northern Iowa is going to be getting several inches of snow, whereas more so in southeast Minnesota, we're going to be getting a couple inches of snow, just not as much as northern Iowa because they do have that winter storm watch in effect for tomorrow night. So just a heads up that many of the days ahead of us here have snow in the forecast, but nothing that we are issuing a first alert day for at this time. So just keep that in mind. Keep your snow shovels and your snow blowers handy because you might need them over the next couple of days. Snow for today, most likely snow for tomorrow. I think Sunday we get a break, but then there's definitely some snow ahead of us for next week. So, I mean, it is December, and we can guarantee, I guess, at this point that we will be having a white Christmas. I don't think the snow is going to be melting anytime soon. All right, hopefully that was helpful for you, the news and weather headlines of our Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thanks so much for being here with me at KTDC for Morning Pulse. And on that note, I will let you go, and I hope to see you here again on Monday.